So often we have a difficult time getting the things done that are on our plate in work, in career, stuff we have to do with our family, home, spouse, with friends, family, and then also just in other things that we're trying to get done. Maybe we're trying to do a special thing for our community. We want to get more involved in charity. And there's always these roadblocks that stop us. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about one of those major roadblocks. And one of those major roadblocks is commonly referred to as the combative space. We get ourselves stuck in this combative space where it's very difficult for us to let anything in. And when we can't let anything in, it's hard for us to produce things and bring things out, right? So the production gets stopped in the middle because of this combative space. So let's talk a little bit about this. When you wake up in the morning, there's two choices for your body, your mind, your heart to develop for the day. And those two choices are starting with a combative space or starting with an abundant space, okay? And it's very difficult for most of us to draw ourselves into the abundant space right in the morning. It's much more common for us to start off in the combative space. Let me talk about that a little bit. So when you get up in the morning, you usually have your morning rituals. You'll turn on the news maybe, you'll grab a cup of coffee, some cereal, right? And maybe your spouse or your child comes out and something bothers you, right? So somebody spilled some orange juice, or the dog comes out and pees on the carpet. All of those things that we know that are just totally normal to happen to you, and they irritate you and start you off in your combative space. This is a big problem for you going through the rest of your day because we're starting off the day in this combative space. We really need to get certain things done throughout the day, and we're already starting off in this negative framework where we've already drawn up this barrier that's stopping us from letting information in, positive information in, so that we can bring out positive results in our day. So let me explain a little bit more about how this is triggered other than just these people coming to you and doing this. Your ritual in the morning starts your space. So for example, in the last, 4 months or so, I had to change my ritual. I noticed that when I was getting up and just doing a short workout, that was helping me to jump into my abundance space. But I also noticed that when I was turning on the TV and watching news, that had already drawn me into this negative trigger, bringing me into this combative space. So I changed my ritual completely and I added reading to my morning ritual. So what happened was I noticed when I read for at least 15 to 30 minutes in the morning and do the short workout, I noticed that I had jumped into this amazing space by cutting out the news, and I was already in this abundant space that had helped me to get results right away in the morning before noon and stay out of my combative space. Okay, let's talk a little bit more about what the combative space does to the people around you and towards the results that you're trying to get. Well, the combative space is when something triggered you to be in this negative space, and anything and everything that comes towards you, you react back with a, yeah, but, I don't know, right? Let's see. So these are kind of phrases that what they draw out of you is a negative reaction, and you're not prepared for growth or result-oriented day, okay? And so when you're using the yeah, but, or the I don't know, or we'll see, you're not letting the person or the input in towards your body, your mind, your heart, and really deciding on what your response is going to be in some sort of positive manner. So for example, let's say somebody's asking you to do a task. So for example, you're at home and somebody asks you to pick up your clothes, okay? They ask you to pick up your clothes in your room. They ask you to pick up your clothes in your room and yeah, but I don't have time. I got to get to work. And okay, that's one thing that you may think that you don't have time. But the truth of the matter is you could have rolled out of bed, picked up your clothes, done your reading, and done your workout, and done all of that within 20 minutes, and made sure that you had plenty of time to have another 20 minutes to shower, get your coffee, and be all set for work. I mean, everybody has that time to get up just a tad bit earlier to fix that. Well, the issue was that you drew yourself into a combative space, and that's where they drew out of you the yeah, but, or the we'll see, or I don't know, okay? And you were not able to get a good result out of those 2 minutes of conversation that brought out of you this huge barrier between you and the person, okay? Another way of doing this would be waking up with your new ritual, a couple minutes of reading, a few minutes of a short workout, even 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups, can draw out, studies have shown that this can draw out the adrenaline that you need, okay, to bring out a better day for yourself and better results. So this would be drawing yourself more to the abundant space. And from the abundant space, you will be able to get things done faster, swifter, and with more result-oriented action throughout your day. So let's wake up with the abundant space and work towards getting our results done.